Hey everyone, Miranda here with Essential Flavor Cuisine, and welcome back to my kitchen. Okay, so today we are going to be making fish tacos. This past weekend, I had the opportunity to cater a dinner party for one of my most loyal clients. And so one of the foods that I made were tacos. I made some shrimp tacos and some chicken tacos. And but today we're going to be making fish tacos, and the fish that we're going to be using today is tilapia. Wait, I know some of you are already, thinking, Miranda, tilapia ain't even real. Well, I happen to like tilapia. Now, if you don't want to use tilapia, that's fine. You can use another fish. You can use flounder. You can use some halibut. You can use some sea bass. You can even use salmon if you want to. But for this recipe, I chose to go with tilapia because I like tilapia. But I want to first get started with our salsa. So let me tell you, we're going to be making our own sauce, our own taco sauce, our own salsa, and I'm gonna show you a trick to make the flavor of your tortillas go to the next level. This is a trick that I learned, so I want to pass it on to you. So let's get started with our salsa, okay? What we're going to need is a tomato, a small white onion, some cilantro, some salt, and some lime juice, okay? So first I want to go ahead and just chop up our tomato. Tilapia gets a really bad rap, people always, like to make jokes. I've never seen a baby tilapia. I've never seen tilapia eggs, but I happen to like tilapia, so that's what I want to go with today. Tell me, do you like tilapia? What do you think about it? That's like, equivalent to a small tomato. I'm guessing this is, guesstimation is about a half a cup, and we want to go with white onion. All right. Okay guys, so my camera cut off. I don't know what happened, but we're in the process of making our salsa. And in this bowl, we have one small tomato and a half of a white onion. And now we want to go ahead and, this is some cilantro that I have. We want to go ahead and just chop that up really good so that we can put it in our salsa. So again, we're making our own salsa. We're making our own taco sauce. We're going to batter these fish with a buttermilk batter, and yeah, we're gonna have some great tacos today, guys. I love cilantro. I love the smell, the citrusy smell, the peppery smell of it, and I always like extra cilantro in whatever I'm putting cilantro in. So let's go ahead and just add in some cilantro. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's about, let's say about a fourth of a cup, maybe 3 tablespoons to a fourth of a cup. All right, we're gonna season it with some salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. And we wanna go ahead and add in some lime juice. Okay. I'm gonna put the whole lime, I'm gonna put the juice of the whole lime in there. And I wanted to start off with our salsa and our sauce because we're going to be using, raw fish, and I don't want any cross contamination, so I want to go ahead and just do our sauce and our salsa first. Sit that to the side, let that go ahead and marinate, and then we'll start on our fish. All right, and so what we're going to do right here is just go ahead and toss that together, mix that all together. Doesn't it look good? Oh, it's gonna be so fab on the fish, on those tacos. All right, guys, so got one big piece of cilantro leaf. That is okay, adds character. All right, Let me give this a little taste. Okay. That's really good. Okay, once we get our salsa all mixed together, we're just gonna sit that to the side and let's start on our taco sauce. All right, so what we're gonna need is a 1/4 cup of mayo, a 1/4 cup of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning, and a little splash of lime juice. Okay, so I'm going to add in I'm gonna eyeball this, but it's a 1/4 cup of mayo. We're gonna need a 1/4 cup of sour cream. 2 teaspoons of taco seasoning. All right, and a little splash of lime juice. You want to roll your lime to get those juices going. And just a little splash, not too much. Well, let's go ahead and just use half the lime. All right, I'm gonna bring in my whisk and whisk it all together. And this is our taco sauce. Yep. Okay, and once you mix everything together, you always want to taste it to see if we need any seasoning. Yes. This is getting me excited. Okay, so this is gonna be so good on the fish tacos. Okay, everyone, so now it's time for the main event. It's time to batter and fry up this fish. Again, I'm using tilapia. If you don't like tilapia, you can use another fish. You can use some flounder, you can use some halibut. Like I said before, you can even use salmon, but I like tilapia, so we're gonna go with tilapia. All right, so in a bowl, what you're gonna need is 1/4 cup of some all-purpose flour, 3/4 cups of buttermilk. Oh yeah. We're gonna go with 1/2 teaspoon of some garlic powder. And I remember a chef telling me, she said, you want to remember to season on every level. So every level of what we're doing, we're seasoning. We're adding seasoning. All right, a teaspoon of onion powder. We're gonna add in a pinch of salt. And we're going to add in some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm gonna add a little extra because I like black pepper. Simple, right? Yep. And then we're just going to go ahead and just mix that together. All right, so I'm gonna move our seasonings out of the way. And these are some nice sized tilapia fillets. All right. And I'm just going to cut that down the middle. And you know, you can cut these in half. One fillet is, you know, a half of this is enough for one taco. So I'm gonna cut that in half as well. All right, so let's start to batter. We're gonna go ahead and just put our fish in the buttermilk batter. Let the excess drip off, and then we're gonna put it in our breadcrumbs. And I have 1 cup of breadcrumbs in this bowl. You can use tongs to, you know, batter the fish in the breadcrumbs, but I just like to get in with my hands. Okay. And then I'm just gonna sit this to the side on a wire rack that's like a cooling rack for cookies. And I'm just gonna let that sit there while we batter the other fish, and that'll give it time for the coating to actually stick to the fish. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start frying our fish, and how we can tell, we're gonna heat up some oil on medium-high heat. Throw in a piece of panko breadcrumb. If it starts to sizzle like that, it is ready. So let's go ahead and just lay our fish in there. Yes. Doesn't it look good? So we're gonna fry the fish for 3 minutes on each side, or until 140 degrees internal temperature. So once our fish is done frying, we're gonna remove it from the pan and set it on some paper towels so that the excess oil can drain. All right, here's a trick that I learned for taking the flavor of your tortillas to the next level, okay? So in this styrofoam plate right here, I have a little bit of chicken broth and I have some hot sauce in there. So what you want to do is just take those two ingredients, mix that up. My pan is already hot. I'm just going to take just a little bit of oil, not a lot of oil at all, just a little bit so my tortillas won't stick to the pan. Just a little bit of oil. I'm going to take my tortilla and I'm just going to just put it in the mix. Just put it in this liquid. Not soaking it at all. Let the excess drain off. Throw it in the pan. That's it. We're gonna let that brown up a little bit. Just let that brown up. We don't wanna like fry the tortilla. What we're trying to do is just dry the liquid that's on there. And that's gonna add another layer of flavor to this taco. We're just gonna let this stay in the pan, maybe a good 30 seconds on each side, but constantly flipping so it won't stick to the pan. We just want it to brown. As you can see, it's starting to brown. That's what we want. We just want to dry it out a little bit. Just watch that. Just constantly keep it turning. I'm saying like, 5 or 6 seconds on each side so it won't stick to the pan. Once we start seeing that it's browning, not starting to burn, just brown up a little bit, then we just want to remove it. All right, so I'm going to do the same for the remaining of my tortillas, and then we're going to plate, then we're going to eat. Okay, y'all, so now let's go ahead and plate. We have 2 tacos here. We're going to go ahead and lay our fish down. Remember, guys, what we made our salsa. I'm gonna put some salsa on there. Ooh, yes, doesn't it look great? Now, when it comes to these tacos, you can basically put whatever topping you want on there. You can put some avocado, some guacamole, but I wanted to make our own toppings for this one, but you can basically put whatever you want. Remember the sauce that we made? I'm gonna drizzle some of that over there. Oh yes, doesn't it look good? Okay, now I'm gonna take it a step further. I also have some queso cheese in my refrigerator, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that on there as well. And there we have it, guys. Fish tacos, our tilapia fish tacos. Doesn't that look amazing? Yes. Let's taste it, okay? Okay, so it is time for what we've all been working for, what we've all been waiting on. It is time to taste. All right, so here is the taco. Oh my, look at that, y'all. Doesn't it look good? Okay. Let me add a little bit more lime juice because I want to be extra. Oh my gosh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Okay, let's go in for a taste. Y'all, y'all, this is so good. Listen, oh my goodness. Okay, so first off, I mean, I can't even tell you like how good this is. You just getting just jabbed in the face with flavor. Okay, that's what it feels like. It feels like a jab, but a good jab with flavor. Okay, so oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all gotta try this. Y'all have got to try this. It's so good. And I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go in for another bite. Let me go in for another bite. Y'all, I would pay good money for this. Now, I would pay good money for this taco if I went out to a restaurant. I'm not just saying that because we made it. I'm saying it because it's for real. It's true. This is so good, y'all. And you have so many elements. You have the crispiness of the battered fish. You have the extra flavor from the tortillas. The tomatoes. The sauce. Remember what I said? Flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. I don't think some people will be able to handle this. It's just that good, y'all. Listen, y'all have to try this recipe. And if you do, tag me. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna finish this, okay? But before I go, this is Miranda with the Central Flavor Cuisine, and I will see you next time.